Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have to hold this box, otherwise it will fall forward. And on top of that, I am reviewing the Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan action figure. Not a figure I planned on getting, because I absolutely hate Hulk Hogan. I don't want to support him in any way financially, but this figure did look kind of good, so I had to get it after it finally dropped in price. I'm not going to give him full price, that's for damn sure, but I do have this figure, so I guess regardless of my opinions, I am technically, in all essence, a hypocrite. Which, whatever, I don't care. Everyone's a hypocrite in some ways. I am just currently a hypocrite in this way. But yes, I do have the Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan action figure, the real American in all the worst ways. Yeah, so let's get into it. Starting with the front of the box, you have this nice, beautiful packaging that doesn't like to stand on its own, which is annoying, but whatever. Window here showing you pretty much everything you get. Hulk Hogan there on the side. Hulk still rules, kinda, not really, actually, to be honest. Hulk Hogan on the back of the box with old leather arms, Hulk Hogan right there, and then the action figure up there in the corner. Bio down here at the bottom, other information if you wanted to read it. Now we're back to the front so we can transition to the figure. Okay, so this is pretty much everything you get in the package. Let's go over it one by one, starting with this weight belt, which is a pretty decent weight belt. It's you know, it's a lot more detailed than these typically are. You even have little holes there that actually are see-through. They're not painted on, which I would think paint them on, because what does it matter if it has the holes? That part's the most irrelevant part. I think, you know, just a little black paint would have done equally as decently. It says Hollywood on the back. The belt buckle is painted, which is a nice detail. I do appreciate that. An assortment of, let's do hands next. You have a couple of fist hands, so 2 of those. A couple of open slappy hands, so he can clap or, you know, other salutes that Hulk Hogan might be caught doing in private. Maybe in public one of these days, I don't know. Things are weird. 2 pointing hands. 3 head sculpts. One is on the figure. You have this one, which is mean, aggressive grandpa Hulk Hogan with interesting lines on the top of his head. What is... Did they just reuse a head sculpt that had hair on the top? Because this one is kind of the same. Ew. Don't like that. Why did they do this? This looks really bad. It could be just wrinkles and veins, but this line right here tells me otherwise. I don't know. Very bad head sculpts. You have this bandana that says Hulk still rules. The boas, which are nice. I do like these boas. I think they are relatively decent. These are actually stuck together. That's interesting. Why? I don't think the other boas I've had were stuck together like this. Interesting. You have a World Heavyweight Championship, which is interesting. I can't believe they gave him one last run with the title before he finally retired. I do love this variation of the title. This one's a lot smaller than the one that came with the Ultimate Brock Lesnar a long time ago. I believe not because of scale reasons. I believe technically it was just a redesign and they redesigned it to be a little smaller. I do prefer this look. I like this design for the world title. It's not one that lasted very long. They definitely changed it pretty quick. Not sure why specifically. I never like read up on this specific title or why they retired it and brought back the World Heavyweight and then the WWE Championship. I don't know why, but, you know, I didn't mind this design. I don't know how people feel about it. They might hate it, they might like it. I've never actually looked into that, so I guess let me know your opinions on this title down in the comments below. It's notorious for being Brock Lesnar's title because he was like the main guy to hold it before it reverted back, I believe. And then Hulk Hogan is one of the other guys. I believe maybe we saw Kurt Angle hold it. Maybe? I don't know. I don't actually know. And maybe The Rock one time. I don't know. That era of wrestling was different. We have the Hogan Hulkamania is still running wild t-shirt. They really sold his merch really effectively at this time. Lots of red and yellows. The mustard. This is my favorite era of his look, I guess, overall. The tights, these tights right here, I thought looked the best on Hulk Hogan, to give him a compliment. This one doesn't have the, well, it kind of has the weird lines, but it also has paint splotches. Ignore my nails. They grow really fast, and I just cut them, but now they're long again, so I have to deal with that eventually. Arms are a different shade than the torso, which is always fun to deal with. I remember I bought a Hulk Hogan one time, and I tried to make an Eddie Guerrero custom, and it just did not work out at all, which is unfortunate, because it's about where you'd want the skin tones to be. It's not quite perfect. It's a little off, which is the main issue I had. Size-wise, I think close, maybe a little too big. I don't know. I think they make Hulk Hogan look a little too big on all his figures. He was big, but he wasn't like, I don't know. This is like Brock Lesnar big almost, or Bobby Lashley or something. It's just too much for him specifically, I think. You do have the tights, like I mentioned. Good design. You have the knee brace, because that's what he wore at this time. The boots, all the Hulk Hogan-y stuff. Very nice, very cool. In terms of articulation, I suppose we can talk about that. Starting with the head sculpt, which can, you know, wiggle and rotate like so. Goes back, not at all forward, basically not at all. Arms come up to about, if I do it right, about right there. Rotates all the way around like so. Swivel at the bicep, double jointed. Elbows comes up to about right there. Wrist goes in, and the wrist goes out. Tilt at the torso, back and forth. Swivel at the waist. Legs come up to about right there. Nice for his leg drop. Very cool stuff. What fell? It sounded like something fell. Double or drop down style hips, which is nice for this. Double jointed pinless knees. Love that. Swivel at the thigh. Swivel at the boot. Ankle goes down, ankle goes up, toe hinge, and this is the Hulk Hogan action figure. Okay, I don't know where I was with this review. I know I was about to end it, so let's go ahead and do that. Let me know what you guys think about this figure down in the comments below. Do you think Hulk Hogan is a terrible person? I do. But yes, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the things YouTubers ask you to do. Just do it for me as well. And I will be back with another video, hopefully, very, very soon. Bye.